Hello and welcome back to another lesson of skill acquisition on the Microsoft Excel application. Today I would just like us to take a look at the review tab and the various groups and what you can use the various buttons or functions for. So first of all, take a look at the proofing group. Within this proofing group, we have three buttons or commands, which is the spelling. That is if you want to check for errors. So if you made mistakes with regards to the content within the worksheet, after you finish with everything, you need to review what you've done. Hence, a reason for coming to the review tab, or you give your workbook to an individual to also have at least a second opinion on what you've done, then the person would have to use the review tab to more or less add comments and delete comments, but we will get to that shortly. So if I click on spelling, automatically the system will go through it and tell me that, oh, okay, do you want to continue checking at the beginning of the sheet? I'll click on yes. It goes through and it tells us that you are good to go. So assuming I come in here and I spell come as CME, then I come to spelling. I want to go back to the beginning. Then the system flags the CME that I typed. So it gives me suggestions. What do you want to do? Did you mean to type come or CHE or me, acme, Q? So it gives you possible suggestions. Me, COE. Then it is using United States format. So if you don't like United States format, you can pick that up what? United Kingdom. So, but if you still insist that what you typed is correct, you can add it to dictionary so that the system will not flag it the next time you try to proofread what you've done. So basically that is it. So if you still want to correct it, you just click on, okay, I meant come, then you click on change. So once you do that, automatically, let's see. So spell check complete, you are good to go. So it corrected that. Then we have thesaurus, which helps you suggest another way in which you can write a particular word. So as you can see from the screen tick, so once you click on it, the system will automatically open and it will give you some suggestions. So okay, come, originate, and derive. So the words that you type and you want other ways of, getting your point across to the people you are presenting your worksheet or workbook to, you can use some of these tools for that particular exercise. And with this, you don't need internet access for that. Then you also have workbook statistics. So once you click on workbook statistics, more or less like you checking for the information within a document, how many paragraphs, how many lines. So in Excel, you can also do same where it tells you where the sheet ends at E71. So E71, so there should be something there. Then cells with data is 215. We have 0 tables, 1 formula in the workbook that we are dealing with. This workbook contains 3 sheets, cells with data 215, table 0, formula. So it just gives you a general overview of what is contained within the workbook. Then we can also look at checking for accessibility. So we keep it inclusive so that people with disability can easily relate to what you've created. So the system is telling you that, okay, there are some accessibility issues. The system automatically gives you the default sheet name. So it is telling you to probably make some changes to the names of these sheets that you've created. So if I close it, I come back, I change it to FITTS 1, FITTS 2, FITTS 3. Then I go back to check accessibility again. So no accessibility issues found. So before you present or send any final work that you've done, you need to also come to the review tab and make sure everything is perfect. Good. Then we also have, let me close the panes for that. We also have the smart lookup. So if I click on smart lookup, I should definitely select a particular word. Okay, so I did not do that, so I'm going to close it. So I click on smart lookup, come, and it tries to load. And the problem is I'm not connected to the internet, so I'm going to connect to the internet, my tablenet. So once it's connected, I'll try again, then we'll see what happens. So smart lookup, and to take you to the internet and even give you some meaning to the word that is selected. So basically, so come is a verb, a preposition, it gives you synonyms and all of that. So you can actually study certain words, and this also applies to Microsoft Word. So you don't need to have a physical dictionary with you, or you don't need to open a web browser to find synonyms and antonyms of a particular word. So once you come to the review tab, it is for that particular purpose, and you need internet access to use this particular feature. Then we also have translate. So with a translate, we have you converting it from probably English to French and stuff like that. So if I go to translate, then I'll click on yes. So to translate your document, text will be sent over the internet in a secured format to Microsoft or a third-party translation service provider. Do you want to proceed? So you say yes. So come. So what are we translating it from English to which particular language? So once it comes up, okay, from English to Korean, this is how come is spelled. So if I come in here and I select Slovenian, this is how they spell their come. So let's say it's searching, then it comes. Okay, so we need to get more languages. Okay, so this is pre-sell. Then you can insert it to change it. If we want to change it to French, okay, so let's go to French. Let's search for it. Come. Okay. Okay, come. Okay, it's not really getting it for us. Let's go to German. Comment. Okay, so these are various ways you can use the translate feature of the review tab. So it applies to Microsoft Word as well. So when you open Microsoft Word, you see some similarities over there. Okay, so let's look at the comment group. So once you send your workbook, I feel that what does this actually mean? Because I don't have an understanding of this particular value. Then I'll just click to add a comment. So I'll just click on it. Once I click, the username of the machine will be automatically assigned to the comment. So if I go to file, I come to options. Now I need to go to file, I go to info. So the info will give us the author, which is the username for this particular computer. So if your username is Kojobo2, when you click on new comment, you see Kojobo2 here. So what I'm going to do is kindly explain this to me. That's it. So once I add a comment, I save the workbook and send it to the owner of this particular workbook. That person will know that, okay, Mr. So and so assigned this comment. Then I can also come in and assign another comment. So I'll say, okay, then I'll just type blah 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 blah. Okay, this is the total sales value for the promotion, as simple as that. So once I send it back to him, he would also know what I added. So you can actually hide a comment if you don't want it sticking out on the worksheet, so you can hide it. And if it's hidden and you see something like this at the top right corner of a particular cell, then it suggests that there is a comment in there. I can also come in, assign another comment. So you just type whatever you need to type. So if you want to navigate, I want to hide. If you want to navigate, you use the next and previous to go through the comment. Next and previous to go through the comment. Then after you solved that particular issue with whatever comment that was attached, you can delete it. Then you say go to the next comment, then you delete all comments. So this is how you navigate through the comments and delete them one after the other. Then let's also look at the last group, which is the protect group. So protect group basically talks about protecting the worksheet, so just this worksheet, or protecting the entire workbook, so all the sheets in it within this particular window group workbook. So in protecting worksheet, we have so many ways of doing that. You can decide to protect certain cells or allow for people to enter values into certain cells. Also allow them to delete, to do so many things with this particular worksheet. So if I click on protect worksheet, these are what we can allow users of this worksheet to do. So they can select locked cells and select unlocked cells. So let me explain what locked cells means. By default, the system automatically locks all the cells within this workbook or within a worksheet. So if I click on protect sheet, I'll click on deselect locked, unlocked, then I'll click on OK without any password. So you see, it becomes very difficult selecting any of the cells because I did not give the user that permission to do that. So I'll go back and unprotect. So what I'll do is I'll click here to select the entire worksheet. Then I'll go back to my home tab, come to the font dialog box. So once I click on the font dialog box, there is protection tab here. So once I come here, you see locked is default. So what I can do is to unlock. So once I unlock, automatically everything becomes unlocked and I have the ability to select any cell that I want after the protection. So I'll go back again, lock it once again, and only select the part where I want people to edit. So I only want you to edit Monday through to Sunday. The rest of the data, you need not to touch it, even if I'm away. So what I need to do is I'll go to my dialog box launcher for the font group, click on the protection, then I will deselect lock. So it's been unlocked now. Then I'll go back to my review tab, then I'll come to protect sheet. So I'll say users have the ability to select unlocked cells. That is all that you can do. So I'll need you to look at all these options, practice with it, and see how it's going to pan out for you. So I'm going to lock it with a password, let's say A on the keyboard. I'll hit OK, re-enter password A, I'll hit OK. So once I do that, you see, as I move, I'm only within the range which was unlocked. I cannot do anything to whatever is here. All I can do is to change the values within the region that has been unlocked for me to use. So basically that is it. So if I try deleting this, you see delete is active. Good. So we can also protect the workbook where we do not allow people to tamper with other worksheets within the workbook. So if I click on protect workbook, I'm protecting the structure. So A is the password, A again is the password, it's been protected. So let's see what happens. You cannot delete, you cannot rename, you cannot move, you cannot insert. So you are limited to what is available because of the protection that has been added. Then we can also allow the editing of certain ranges. So you can, when it's unlocked by a password, worksheet is protected. So you can select it and do justice to that. So what I'll do is I'll click on protected. I'll come back again, click here, and also unprotect it. Then we can also try out this, allow edit ranges. So I'll need to add a range. So what is the range name? let's say where you can edit. So refers to which of the cells. Then I'll come and select this particular range. So from 11 to 23. So range password is A. So what are the permissions? So if, let's say, you are on a particular server where you use SharePoint to manage your workbook, you can just add people, then give them the various permissions. So we'll just leave it at this. Then I'll click on OK. I'll re-enter password. I'll click on OK. So this is the range you have permission to edit, because by default the system is what protected. Then I can what protect the what sheet. So you can only select what unlocked cells. So once I do that, click on OK. So if I want to unprotect, okay, so unprotect sheet, then I'll go like A, that you can edit. So basically that is all that there is to know about the review tab. So what I'll need from you is to just practice on the, I think five tasks that is available for the review tab. So you get that from the Google Classroom page. It's just 5 of them. So it's about comments, adding comments, and deleting comments. Yeah, but you can still work on try finding out and playing around with all that we discussed, and see how best you can leverage that as you use the Office application for your work. Thanks very much for the time, and God bless you.